Hold on. Well, hello again, everybody. My name is Liz Garcia. I'm founder of the Mind, Body, Spirit Network, and I help mind, body, spirit, health types of professionals with their online marketing efforts. And today's presentation is about how to prepare your video for YouTube so that it can actually get found. You can build a subscriber base. You can build engagement to your website and your blog posts. So that's what it's all about today. And I'm going to share my screen right now. And I do want to go over some tips that I want to share.
No, not right now, Poopy.
Okay. So as I mentioned before, you want to keep, there's a video hosting company called Wistia. It's pretty big. It's in Cambridge, Mass. And my nephew happens to work there. So I attended a webinar with them, and they're saying that their analytics are showing that videos that are 1 to 2 minutes long are the most viewed, and that 75% of those viewers will stick around until the end. And I'm noticing in my Google video analytics that Facebook video analytics, Facebook is showing me how many people watch for 10 seconds.
Wow.
So a lot of people will only watch a video for 10 seconds, which is pretty interesting. So you've got to capture people in those first 10 seconds, speak to their pain or whatever, and not necessarily introduce yourself, which I just did, but that's okay. And then videos that are 4 to 5 minutes long, they're still being watched, but only 60% of those viewers are sticking to the end. Videos on a sales page, this is really huge when you're marketing yourself and you have a website. You can boost conversion of a sale 60 to 80% when there's a video present on that sales page or product page or service page, whatever it is. Video, and you know why, because people get to see you and get to know you. And then since you're all such lovelies, you know, everyone's like, oh yes, I want to work with her. So video, it's like a no-brainer, do it. It's also important in your email marketing efforts. That Wistia webinar I took said that when you have an image thumbnail of a video in an email, the click-through rate or engagement in that email goes up 20%. So that's pretty significant. Again, when you're spending a lot of time writing content for emails, especially in your automation stream, because that you do once. When you have emails in there, you want to create emails for each one of those because it's an evergreen thing. It's always being used, that same content, and you just want to help boost that engagement a little bit more by having a video for each one. And you don't have to do everything at once, right? Just focus on a few and just knock them out because they're only 1 to 2 minutes. In an hour, you can knock out 30. That's a lot of content. If you put an hour aside a week, you can get a lot done. The rest of this stuff we're going to get to in a minute. So at the top of this, I want to talk about the steps you're going to take before you even upload or even think about creating a video. And that first step to take is many of you have a keyword research report from me. And Dagmar, will be new to you, but that's okay. I do keyword research report, and if you work with another company, an SEO company, they should provide you with a keyword research report. So I'm using an example of a video I created, and I go to my keyword research report, which is this here. And I go to my little summary tab because this gives me an eagle's eye view of the words I want to be using. And I know that in this particular video, keyword research is definitely one of them. And SEO consulting service is another. And these have very high search volume with a lot of financial viability. So I'm like, yeah, this is what I want to talk about today. So I'm looking at this summary, and then I'm going to my tab that's just specific to keyword research. And this will pertain to everyone here that has a report from me. You're going to go into that particular topic on keyword research, and you're going to pull out some of the other keywords that you want to use in your video. Now, Google is picking up on the keyword phrases that's coming out of your mouth. So you want to make sure you use your words in your video, along with your other written content. So I always come here first, and you're only going to really want like 2 to 3 keyword phrases in that video because it's a 2-minute video. You can't really throw a whole dictionary in 2 minutes. So keep it concise and use relevant ones, and then decide which one is going to be your primary keyword phrase. For me, it will be SEO keyword research will be my primary phrase. And then I have another tab down here that's just strictly SEO. And I know that SEO consulting services is part of my offering, so I'll be sure to include that. So that's the first step. I'm going to go and look, what keyword phrases am I going to use? And then I'm going to, that template you guys have is a template at the very top. And I'm showing you what I did with that template so you can keep your videos and your content organized. So the header of this is going to be SEO keyword research is the keyword phrase I'm focusing on for this particular video. And then I have a title for my video here, which is how to find your SEO keywords and expert keyword research services to help you shine. Okay, that title is too long for YouTube. It gets cut off before you can shine. So really, this is about as long as you can go. And really, the shorter, the better is the common, everything, the simpler, the better, and I just can't edit myself. So anyway, keep that in mind. So that thing you uploaded, that's a template for you, so that every video you create, you're gonna come to this thing, write out your content, get organized around your thought. And then you're gonna write the description in the video, and I'm gonna show you this in the video in a minute. I'm gonna walk you through how I do this on a video. So you want a call to action in the description of your video, like right at the top, or because you're going to see there's a show more button on video descriptions, but you want a hyperlink to show above that show more button. So I created a hyperlink where this URL is going to go to if someone clicks on it, because my intention is to convert people and get them to go to a web page. And I should back up a little bit, but I'll finish this first. So this is my video description, and it can be as long as you want. I'd recommend at least 500 words, 500 to 750. And if you're writing a blog, I think a good strategy is to copy that blog into this description, but only a part of it, because I want you to drive people with a read more link to the blog page, because you want to drive traffic to your blog and not have people get lost in YouTube. You know how that can be. It's like, distraction, you're just shiny object syndrome on YouTube. So bottom line on this video description, if you're not copying a blog, and I'd rather you didn't copy the whole blog here. I'd rather you just do snippets of it, and then you can kind of introduce the blog and have people read more. But I don't have a blog for this one, so this is a blog, essentially. And I'm using three keyword research related keyword phrases here, and they're all in bold here. These are my primary and secondary keyword phrases. And then I have what I call contextual keyword phrases, meaning it's related to this. And I happen to know that people that are interested in blogging for their website would be interested in an SEO blogging strategy. So this is just the benefit of doing keyword research is now I can create a blogging strategy. Now I can create a content marketing strategy. This is what I call contextual keyword phrases that I'm not trying to optimize for. I'm not trying to get found for this, but I want to be found within this context if I can. If that happens, yay. So there's a few contextual keyword phrases, and for Holly, for example, if you read a blog on infertility, your contextual keyword phrases would be medical intuitive readings. You kind of introduce what you do contextually, because you want to stay on topic and not look like you're trying to sell something all the time. offer value in what you're helping people with, but then provide a way for people to connect with you and make them understand why they would, because you're a medical intuitive, for example. Same with Kana. You're going to talk about highly sensitive people as it relates to the chakras, and then you would talk about highly sensitive people, then your contextual words could be about the first chakra, for example. How does that relate? And then how do you help them with the first chakra? Those would be contextual additions to whatever you write, you know, getting people to understand how you're going to help them in the next step, because you always want a next step. If someone's Googling and they find your video, don't leave them hanging. So there's got to be calls to action in here. And I particularly I have one here, a URL to go to. I have one here, and you could probably I could do a third one at the bottom. Now, at the bottom of this description is something that I call, I'm going to highlight it here. I call it an SEO footer paragraph. And I want you to include this at the bottom of every blog post you do, every video that you do, because your greatest opportunity for getting found on a search is getting found in your own community. Even though you want to work with people all over the world, I know that your opportunity for getting found locally is excellent if you use this strategy. So this last paragraph is essentially an elevator speech. You're going to say, and I'm going to say here, the Mind, Body, Spirit Network helps. Tell me who you help. And then you're going to tell me what you do. And then you're going to include some of those keyword phrases near the bottom. So right here, I'm saying, this is who I help. This is what I do. And then I say, this is the footer paragraph that I want to use that tells people, even though I work with people all over the country, I provide SEO keywords. Here's my keyword phrase. SEO keyword research services and SEO consulting services in Boulder, Denver, and Colorado. This is chock full of SEO stuff that matters to you guys, and I want you to pay attention to this when you watch this recording. And it is included in your template. So I call it an SEO footer paragraph, and you want to use this on every page, every blog post, description, anywhere you're putting a social media post, on YouTube, really not all social media posts, but YouTube for sure. Pinterest, you could do this, and Instagram. I mean, you can use this a lot of places. Twitter, no, because you only have 140 paragraphs. So this is worth its weight in gold. That little tidbit right there, gang. Don't ignore it. All right. And then there's a part in YouTube where you're going to put in your tags. Tags in YouTube are your SEO keyword phrases. They're your keyword phrases. That's what tags are. They mean the same thing. And then you want to make sure you have a URL or some intention as to where you want to send people next. Like, where are they going to go to after this video? And then I'm going to show you how to do that. Not only you can put the URL, you definitely want to put URLs up here. There's URLs here. That there's a little trick where people can click on the end of your video to send them to the URL as well. And I'm going to show you how to do that. That's kind of something you really need to know. And these are called annotations. So URLs for annotations is what I'm going to show you how to do that. And this URL has got to be with a verified website that you own. So my URL has to contain the mindbodyspiritnetwork.com. Holly's is going to be hollyscal.com. You got to make sure that's in these annotations, or they won't let you do it. You have to approve your website URL before YouTube will let you do this. And then in your annotations, you're going to have to write a title for that annotation, a call to action, and then a little teaser. And I'm going to show you what that is. So I'm going to walk you through the steps in a second, but I did forget one thing. When you decide you're going to create a video, there's many reasons to create a video. And I wanted to go through that. So do your keyword research first. Decide what you're going to write about based on your research. And then decide what your objective for the video is. There can be many objectives. For me, it's all about conversions at the moment. It doesn't have to be. Meaning I want someone to click through and go to my website, go to my blog post, go to a sales page, whatever. That's called a call to action, a CTA. I'm going to write this down so you see what it is. CTA. When you see this, that means call to action. And a CTR in the analytics is your click-through rate, like how many people are landing on the page and how many people are clicking through on it. These are analytics I like to know, and that's more advanced, but at least you have the lingo in front of you. Another objective is for you to build your subscriber base. And there's a way in these annotations to just invite people to become subscribers to your YouTube channel. That's a great intention. You don't have to have everything be a call to action that's intended to sell something or get them to go outside of YouTube. You can just say, become a subscriber. And the last one, I use number 1 and 3 mostly. Engagement is you want to create videos that you can then use elsewhere, like embed in a website, a blog post, in your emails, so that people can just get to know you better. So have this in mind when you are creating a video, and I'm going to show you how to address each one of these right now. So I'm going to go to YouTube. And this is my YouTube channel. And you can create a custom header for your YouTube channel, which I've done here. And then I have this profile image in the top corner. So there's 2 images you can create for your YouTube channel. And because of mobile devices, creating the image size is kind of a pain in the butt to figure out what to do. So you're going to have to follow some instructions on how to create this image. And then I have, and then there's opportunity for a channel description here, which, hello, Miss SEO girl hasn't done yet. I know I had to do something here. That's important. I need to do that, and I'm going to load it with all my SEO language so that you want this channel to get found because people are going to be looking for it. And I'm a big dummy that I haven't done this. I thought I did a long time ago. Anyway, you want to do that. And then this is showing me my publicly available videos. And then I can create playlists because I understand SEO and I know I have some playlists that are only about digital marketing, which is here. I call my playlist Online Marketing Strategies for Mind, Body, Spirit Companies. My other playlist is for my interviews that I provide with my network members. So I can build a following of people that want to watch interviews with my experts. I can build a following of people that are only interested in online marketing. And then I also have another playlist which is liking my network members' videos. So I have Holly and Cheryl in here and Kate at the moment because they're members of the network, and I'm building another playlist for my members so that if someone comes in and wants to see what I'm doing, they can see my connections. So I'm helping to brand my members by liking their videos when I visit their YouTube channel. And I recommend you do the same. If you become a member, and some of you are members, you want to come to the video that's yours and share it to your playlist. So you can start say, hey, whatever you want to do. So I highly recommend, once you understand SEO, and if you decide you're going to create a lot of videos, that you break them up into playlists. This will help you get found a lot better. So Kana, for example, you're going to just talk about, you could do a playlist of just chakra-related topics. You could also do a playlist of just topics of highly sensitive people. And in fact, I would encourage you to do that because I bet there's nobody doing that in video. And you could do a 1 or 2 minute clips about that and not try to cover everything in just 1 or 2 minutes. Keep it short and sweet and start build a following on that topic. So that's the beauty of playlists, is to break up the types of topics you're talking about. And Holly and Cheryl, you address, you know, loved ones that have passed. That could be a whole video series. Holly, for sure, infertility. Cheryl, for sure, it just slipped my mind. Oh, relationships and love. That's a huge topic online. So if you feel like you can break up your stuff, and you don't have to create playlists right away. Start building your bank of videos, and then once you get a good bank of content under each category, then create the playlist, and then add the video to the playlist, and then you can start feeling, you know, you can start from the beginning though too. Either way, it works. All right, so this is what my homepage looks like. And now this is what what I did is I clicked on video, my channel here, over in the left. I'm clicking on my channel, sorry, which I already did. And then I'm clicking up here, Video Manager, at the top of my header. I click Video Manager. And now it's going to take me to all of my videos. And you can sort them however you want up here: newest, most viewed, public, unlisted, private. So I want to talk about what public, unlisted, and private means. And when you upload a video, the first thing it's going to ask you is it going to be public, unlisted, or private? So let me just get to that real quick. So you see that when you upload that video. Now, private means someone has to have a password to access it. So if you want to share a video that's private, you're going to have to give people password access to it, which I never use that. So you may or may want to use that. It's up to you. So if I go to upload a video here, and you usually, so what I did when I come to YouTube is I go to my channel, it brings me to my channel, and now I can go to upload my video. And right here, the default is public. Public, unlisted, private, scheduled must be kind of like a blog post where you can schedule it to go live at a particular time. I've never used that functionality, but it's a good one, especially if you create a bank of videos at once. Like, it's a lot more efficient to deal with everything at one time instead of one at a time. So if you're going to have a video day, you can schedule it out, and it's a great strategy to schedule things out, not do them all at once. So an unlisted video is what I use when I create marketing videos that are not meant to be seen by the public. They're meant to be seen by my followers on my web pages, something like that. That's unlisted. And then private is what I just told you. Okay, so that's that. Now, I'm deciding I'm going to edit this keyword research video, and I would just click the edit button here, which I've already done on this page. So I clicked edit, and I need a title for my video right here. So I'm going to go back to my worksheet, my template. I'm going to highlight, I'm going to copy and paste my title right here. And then I'm going to copy and paste my description right here. And you may have to mess around with the layout, which is what's going on here. It's not giving me my spaces that I want, so you're going to have to mess around with it, which I'm not going to do right now, but you would go here to fix that. And then I'm going to, down here is where I'm going to get rid of these tags. So you see that it says tags. So right here is where your tags go. These are your keyword phrases that you've decided you're going to use in this. So if I go back to my thing, I've got my tags here. I wrote them all out. So your tags are going to be your primary keyword phrases. So SEO keywords. I'm not going to do them all right now. There's one. I also want you to use the towns that you're serving locally here. So for me, I'm going to put Golden, although I would put my towns last. I'm going to put my most important keywords first. So SEO, consulting, services, my name, because people are going to search for you or your name, do use it, especially if you're a specialist, like many of you are. And then the towns that I serve, I would use the abbreviation for Colorado. I would also spell it out for some of the others, just so it's in there. And I'm going to have a couple other keyword phrases that are going to go there, but I'm not going to do it right this minute. And then you're going to save your changes right here. You got to make sure you save your changes. Now, another thing that I would recommend, and this requires a little bit of graphic design, just a little, is you upload your own image or thumbnail. And this is a great way to start branding yourself, so people can start looking when they see, like, I have a style of image that I use for my internet marketing, and it's very much like this. It's kind of a little retro-y and like cartoony, and it has what's going on, the video, keyword research right there. So this, when people are scrolling and it catches their eye, it's easy to see, as opposed to faces. Like these faces here doesn't tell me what's going on in this video. And if you take a look at some of my Q&A videos, they're all the same. So they have a particular look. And let me just click on this one, which is not going to let me see it because it's going to play. Never mind. Anyway, you guys are catching what I'm saying. That when you add a thumbnail, it helps to drive engagement, especially if you have a font that drives a headline like this one did, keyword research. It's clear what that is. And what you would do is you click on this. When you upload your video, it's going to say, upload a custom thumbnail. And that's what you do here. I could change the image if I want. I'd click on it. It's going to ask me to go into my files and find the image that I want. And I could pick another image, which I'm not going to do at the moment. I just wanted to show you that's how you do it. And in that template, that image needs to be 1280 pixels wide by 720 pixels high. And I did write that in there. So that's how you would start. This is a branding effort. And your subscribers can start understanding. They can see, oh, I know that's Liz's video. And they can start just clicking on it when they see it. So the next part we talked about is getting people to do something at the end of the video. And this is where this little feature up here called iCards comes into play. So I want someone to do something at the end of this video. And there's 4 different things that YouTube lets people do. So the first thing is you can promote a video or your playlist. That's the first thing. So you'd hit the button create, and it's going to say which video do you want to promote. You just select one of them, or playlist. The option here is for your playlist. And let's say I just want to promote my playlist of all online marketing stuff. I would click that. And then it's going to say, you're going to write a message so that when someone mouses over it, it's going to say, hey, look at my online marketing tips. And you're limited to how many characters you can use. So I'm already 2 characters over on this. So I'd say more online marketing tips. And I'm using my keyword phrases here because that's my audience. And then the teaser text could be learn fast and now, whatever. You put a teaser text, let's just say, get the expert help you need. I create the card. And I don't know where it went. You can also promote your channel, and there's a URL for your channel. If you're looking for donations, you can ask for donations. You can create a poll. But what I always use is the link. So I'm going to create a link. And it's going to ask you what URL, and I've already set mine up. So you have to make sure your URL is approved for this. And in this settings thing, you can click on it. It's going to help you set that up. My website's already approved. So it's the Mind, Body, Spirit Network. And there's something a little funky going on here. I tried to paste in my blog post URL and it wouldn't take it. So my workaround is, here's the URL here. And it won't take this whole thing. It's telling me I can't use it for some reason. But when I just copy the extension of this, it takes it. And then it asks for the calls to action is click here now. And the teaser is worth its weight in gold. I can add an image to it. You can upload an image just like I can do a thumbnail, which I've already have here, and I create the card. And now these two things are showing up. So I'm going to, it's telling me everything is saved. And if I go to the video here, which I've got already live, I'm going to refresh the screen. And we're coming up on 10, so I want to wrap this up. And I'm pretty much done. Today's an important topic. So I want to show you here. Here's my title is showing up with all my keyword phrases. Under the show more, you see there's a hyperlink showing up just under the show more. You want that hyperlink to show up so it doesn't get hidden. So I have it right at the top. So order SEO keyword services here. That's my call to action. And I do it again down here. And then here's all my other stuff. Now, if I go to the end of this video, you're going to see those iCards is up here. You see that little eye, and it should just show up. It's trying to play. But this is where people can take more action. I click on the iCard, and right here, I'm asking people to join the playlist, and this is where my, those call to action teaser lines I should change so it makes sense. And then this brings them to, if I click on this, it brings them to the page I want them to go to, which is right here. This is my sales page for my SEO services. So this is iCards. And for now, this is enough for you guys to do. And it's fairly simple. End screened and annotations is a very similar process, but it's letting you do that same thing inside of the video at different points along the way. And I don't have time to show you that, but you can play with the iCards first, get comfortable with that, and then you can look into the end screen and annotations. They're the same thing, just used a little different way. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing the screen, and I'm going to see if you guys have any questions. Anyone have any questions? And one thing I did forget to mention is that you want to keep an eye on your videos and your comments. People will make comments, and they won't be publicly broadcast unless you accept the comment in your messages. You'll have a little message tab at the top of YouTube that shows like 1, 2, 3 messages. You click on that, and then you're going to see, and I meant to, let me just show you that real quick. Hold on one sec. Hey, Stephanie, welcome, woman. Okay, so right here, there are comments awaiting approval at the bottom of this screen. So I would go to review them. It's going to show me the comments, and I'm going to approve them or not. This one is someone's trying to spam me and get me to do something, so I'm going to remove it. This is dope. I'm not going to approve that, but maybe I will. Anyway, so I will just because it's funny. It's just dope. Lovely stuff. We like that. Amazing vid. You know, I doubt it, but, you know, they're trying to, when someone says something like this, they're trying to get links back to them, which is okay. I mean, I'll go for it. If it's positive enough, go for it. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing the screen. So, and Holly, by the way, we've got good comments on your blogs, your videos. So if you find them, you'll want to comment on that. You guys, when I do videos for you, I'm getting comments on them. So if you know you're in there, you want to go and respond to them and engage people, and you can send them to your URL too if you want. I'll gladly approve that. So does anyone have questions about what we covered today? Yes, Holly. Everyone can unmute themselves. Unmute. I just unmuted you all. Okay. You're all.
I missed what the difference is between the public and the unlisted video. Can you explain that again?
Yep.
Or I mean the private and unlisted. What's the difference between private?
Private means that you have to create a username and password for people to look at that video.
Okay.
So if you send them a link to the video and it's public, they can't see it unless you give them username access and password access.
Okay.
You can share an unlisted link without that. So it's still semi-private because YouTube's not going to share it or look at it.
Okay. So I have a question about the part about the unlisted. So how is it differentiated from public then? I mean, when you send somebody to see it, why can they see it versus somebody who just goes to see it can't see it? I don't get it.
Okay. Some videos you don't want to be public.
Well, I understand that, yes.
Okay. So you make them, but you want some people to see it, like your clients.
Right.
Like it doesn't make sense for me to make a video when I'm speaking to my clients.
Right.
Right? You know, I just want to speak to them. So I'll keep it unlisted. And also if I'm making a marketing video, I don't want to make a marketing video and have it public because I'm selling stuff and it's out of context.
Well, I guess my question is, how does the video know, or that section know, whether it's somebody coming to view it because they're public from the public, or versus when you send them there?
You decide who gets to see it. You decide whether that's video public, unlisted, or
I know, but suppose I select unlisted, right? So the video public can't see it, but how does the person see it just because I send them there if it's not visible to the public? I guess I don't get that.
You just send them the link. If you send people a link to an unlisted video, they can look at it.
Oh, it's the link that makes the difference.
Right. So you decide who's going to see it, and you send them the link.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
So if somebody's doing a search, it's not going to show up in their search.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you're creating a marketing related video that you don't want to get found, don't worry about the SEO. You don't have to do it at all. Everything I just showed you, you don't have to do any of it because it's just for your use. You're going to use it on your website, in an email, and I have quite a few of those videos. So those are easy to do. And, but if you want to build, you know, I meant to say, YouTube is all about SEO. Google owns it. It's all about search. So don't waste your time without looking at your keywords. You know, so many people make blogs and videos. They don't have any keyword research and the search volume is 10. Like, oh my God, that's painful amount of work when you don't speak to the searches. So, and there is more to YouTube than just search, but as a beginner, I want you to have an opportunity to get found. So you got to keep that in mind.
And how do you do that keyword research? I missed that part.
I do that for my clients, and that's a whole, I don't teach how to do that.
Oh, I gotcha.
You got to want to know SEO, and I have a service, Dagmar. I mean, it's like, I'm going to use the word again. It's worth its weight in gold. I will not do any online stuff without it. It's foolish to, and it saves you a ton of time. So, and it's good to have someone who knows what they're doing, like me. I've been doing this for a long time, and I understand search intent. A lot of people don't. The beginners won't get search intent. Mm-hmm. And an example of a search intent is people will look. There's a lot of searches for holistic health, for example.
Okay.
But when I look at those search results and I see financial viability there, I know that there's people looking to learn about, they want to go to school for holistic health. They want to find a holistic health practitioner. You know, there's so many different intentions behind searches. The financial viability kind of gives me a flag as to what's going on. So that's a whole other topic.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I can, you know, Dagmar, I'll send you a link to my keyword research pitch so you understand why it's important.
Okay.
That was actually the link in my demonstration today. It brings people to that, brings people to that page, so you understand.
Yeah.
So is there any other questions on what I showed you today or shared with you? Or you all can digest it?
It was a lot.
It's a lot. Well, that's why we record it. I'm going to stop the recording right now.